Hi guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I want to talk to you a little bit about content. So one of the things I talk about is something called purpose-based branding. I got it from Frank Kern, which he calls intent-based branding. And it's all predicated on the fact that you create a consistent number of live videos on Facebook that you then use to attract your key clients and bring them into your sales funnel. Email marketing doesn't work like it used to, but video marketing absolutely does. So the challenge is, how do you replace some of the email marketing tactics you've been using with using videos instead? The answer, again, very simply, is that you create amazing content for your ideal client and you post it as often as you possibly can. Daily or twice a day is ideal, because the more content you put out there that's helpful and useful and that people are tuning into, the bigger your audience grows. And then what you do is you retarget them with ads to promote whatever it is that you're trying to do. So that's the very, very basics. It's something that I teach in my mastermind groups, right? So I have the host those. I'll be having one later on this year. And also I touch on it a little bit in my new 12-week program, which is coming out fairly soon, called Life on Fire. The challenge everyone comes under is, what on earth do I say? So I'm going to give you this strategy that I use to come up with content every single day, so that you can use it for your video marketing strategy as well. Okay, so this works like a charm, and I have a team of people who have helped me come up with this. So I spent a ton of money trying to figure this out myself. I've worked with a lot of different people, and I'm handing it to you today because I love you guys so much. Okay, so go tell your friends, call them up and say, oh my God, listen to this. Because if they're struggling, if they want to do video, but they don't know what to do, and that's the only thing that's stopping them, they need to patch in. So feel free to share. So the first thing you do is you think of all of the main terms, so like the main keywords that you want people to find you for. So an example for me, just for this one, would say be video marketing. Okay, so we have video marketing. All right. Now, one of the things that you can do is say, all right, well, video marketing is such a broad term. Like, how do you actually figure out whether people are even worried about it, whether they're looking for it or not? So I'm trying to figure out which sort of way I want to go. Actually, before I get to the different tools you can use, let me get you some ideas as to what you can do with a broad topic to take it down a little bit more. So depending on what industry you're in, again, you can start off with like a broad term like this. So for realtors, it'd be like home buying or home sellers, like that kind of a thing. And then what you do is you break it up into a series of questions. I have to write these down because I have really shitty memory. So the first one would be it's called how to. So for instance, an example for this would be how to do video marketing, or how to start video marketing, right? Or how to implement video marketing into, name that niche product there. The second one is called what is. Okay, so what is, and then you fill it in. So what is video marketing, right? Another one you could do is why. Why do I need to do video marketing? So again, depending on what this word is, the different keywords will apply. Here's a really cool one. No, not boast of, best of, right? Best of video marketing. So if you don't necessarily have to create the content, you can review the content. You can say, here's a best of. These are my best podcasts that I would suggest in this particular area, right? These are my best strategies. So best of is a really, really cool one. Just try not to get like too crazy with it. Which brings me to my next one. And this one, people love. So if you want to do any kind of content, do compare, right? Compare or review. All right, so I'm a voracious reader. So say, for instance, Dean Graziosi's Millionaire Success Habits was really popular. So is Brendon Burchard's High Performance Habits books. Maybe I can take those and I'll compare one against the other, right? So you don't necessarily have to be an author to be able to bring something really, really valuable about other people's books. And you can make it multidimensional by making kind of assertions as to why one is better, worse, the same than the other. People love controversy, and anything like that is actually considered controversy. So comparing or reviewing giving your opinion. People actually do want to know because you're supposed to be an expert in your field, right? So I have a high performance coaching program. They would expect me to know what are some of the other high performance coaching programs and or books and systems out there, and be able to articulate whether or not they are good, or, you know, for whatever it is that the person is challenged with. Which brings me to the next point. You can list problems, right? So problems associated in this case with video marketing. Some of the problems that can be part of executing video marketing. It could be with the hardware, with the software, you know, with the content. Hey, you know, that happens to me with this video is about. And then the last one would be cost, right? So cost would, again, for the video marketing idea, you know, cost of doing it yourself, cost of the technology required, cost of actually hiring someone to come in and do it. How do you find those kinds of people? So this is a really awesome system that I use to take one simple word and brainstorm into literally hundreds of other things that I can possibly say. Okay, so this is one thing. This is basically step one. This will get you started. But the challenge that you're going to run into is going to be, who cares? And this is where a lot of people stop. Now, where I'm going to go next, I'm going to mention a couple of different systems you can use that will allow you to identify how many people are ultimately searching for it, or to allow you to expand if you're kind of stuck on what to put into these different groups, okay? So those are all the different things that you could put, that you can use to take one small word and turn it into a giant content plan. Now, here's some other tools you can use. This one is one of my favorites. If you've listened to my videos before, you will have heard me talk about this. AnswerThePublic.com. Okay, it's a freemium service, but what it will do is you can type in a word like video marketing, and in the same way that I gave you that list of ideas that you can come up with, it will create a cornucopia of different words that you can choose from. So it will come up with the questions that people are asking, like, what is video marketing, or why do I need video marketing, you know, and so on and so forth. So the Answer the Public system, the technology, is free. I think you can do 10 searches, and it's free. And what it will do is it's actually based on the same premise of that list that I gave you. So it will come up with a lot of those for you. So if you kind of get stuck and that list just makes you kind of go, is there a service that will do this for me? The answer is yes. It's called AnswerThePublic.com. Okay, and again, it's free, I believe, to a certain point. So don't go too crazy. Be very careful in choosing the words that you want to use. So that's called AnswerThePublic.com. The second system, which is also one that I really love, is called BuzzSumo.com. Okay, so the Answer the Public, what you're going to get are the questions people are asking Google that include the keyword that you have put in there. Okay, so that's what AnswerThePublic.com will give you. BuzzSumo.com is going to give you the most socially shared articles in and around that particular topic. So again, if you go into BuzzSumo, you type in video marketing, you're going to find that the #1 most shared article, I actually got to open on my screen here, so just a second. It is half of YouTube viewers use it to learn how to do things they've never done. So that is the most socially shared article about video marketing over the past 12 months. Now, BuzzSumo, again, is a freemium service. When you go in and do for the free version, you've got a couple of different words that you can put in there before they'll kick you up into the pricing plans. If you want more recent articles, it kicks you up into the pricing plans. So you have to be careful. But if you are serious about maybe not necessarily completely ditching your email marketing, but acknowledging that open rates suck and everyone's inbox is full and people just mass delete emails anyway, and you want to make a difference and you want to be heard and to attract the people who are interested in your message, ergo, you want to use video marketing, then you need to be able to create this very robust content plan so that you don't run out of things that you can say. Because that's the #1 thing that makes people stop, is that they don't know what to say. And again, this is after they've gotten over that they feel like they look weird or sound funny or whatever. But you know, when you have a plan that you can pull from, you can walk into your office and say, okay, what's my topic? Here it is. Bam, let's go. And then it allows you to very quickly get your content out. Consistency is key. and frequency is better, right? So that's kind of how you want to think about it. So answerthepublic.com will give you the Google searches. BuzzSumo.com will give you the most shared articles. Now, the next system I'm going to suggest to you is also a paid system. So this, again, is for people who are truly serious about implementing this in their businesses, right? That's someone like me. This system, this idea of me doing these videos is all to put my message out to people who care. Not everyone is going to, and that's okay. You don't have to worry about those people. You need to worry most about the people who are most interested in what you have to say. The other cool thing about live videos is don't worry about how many people will patch on at any given point in time while you are live, because 70 times those views happen once it has posted automatically to your business page. So don't let that number frighten you. Okay, so now this is the part that I find incredibly valuable, particularly when it comes to creating content for my website. So I pay an SEO company to help me to do ranking. They use a backlinking strategy, but I want to create content that is going to help them be more effective. I also want to create content that's going to be more socially shared. So this is a system that I use. Again, you don't have to use it. It's called Mangools. There's lots of them out there. Mangools.com. Okay, and what that does is once I've gone through answerthepublic.com, once I've looked through BuzzSumo, once I have my list, I go into Mangools.com and I type those keywords and key phrases in. What this will be able to tell me is, again, based on language, area, there's a bunch of different filters you can put in, how many people are already writing about it. Right, so it's called a difficulty score, 1 to 100. Anything north of 50 is considered very, very difficult for you to try to compete against. It means there's a lot of content being pushed out about that particular topic, right? So I just did video marketing, just looking at my screen here, and when I look up just the word video marketing, it has a difficulty score of 76. That means that if I just create an article or if I just create a video and just call it video marketing, I'm going to be lost in the shuffle. There's way too much going on out there, and it'll be difficult for me to stand out. So, that's that again. So that's called your difficulty score. The other score that you're looking for, it's not even a score, it's a number. How many people are actually searching about that? And when you put those things in perspective, again, if I'm looking at my screen here, the word video marketing has a difficulty of 76, and it has a monthly search number in the United States in English of 3,641. So high search, but really high difficulty. So what you want to do when you see something like that is say, well, how do I break it down into like, what is video marketing, or why do I need video marketing? Those kinds of phrases. And you type those ones in, which are going to give you much better scores, right? So yeah, the third one, actually no, sorry, 1, 2, 3, how many down here? If I go into, there's another one on this list called online video marketing. There's only a small group, 170 people that are searching for this on a monthly basis, but the difficulty score is 34. So again, what it comes down to is a bit of niche marketing and understanding your niche, right? So it doesn't really matter if there's, I shouldn't go big, if there's a really small group of people who are looking at what it is you're posting. If those are the right people, then those are the ones that you want to attract. Those are the ones you want to be famous with, right? It's like Seth Godin's book. Hang on. Oh, and I think this is going to be backwards, so I haven't flipped my screen around. Okay, so Seth Godin's This Is Marketing. This book is fantastic. It's where he talks about the smallest viable audience. Don't worry about the people who don't care about your message. You should worry about the ones who are interested in your value proposition, in your services or products, and the ones who listen to your videos. Okay, so this whole idea of content, the most important thing, Frank Kern did a video recently and I absolutely loved it. And it was the #1 reason why people fail at even starting down this path of creating video audiences is they way overthink it, right? They think they have to be brilliant and Shakespearean and eloquent and, full of, ladies think they have to be like fully made up. No. You just have to show up, because only 3% of content on social media is done in live video format, and yet the algorithm will promote those, 100 times further, have them reach 100 times the number of people than if you just posted a link, right? There's a weighting score in the algorithm. And so if you haven't explored video marketing, I really, really, really recommend that you do so. I've got a very simple process called Ignite Your Fire, $59 for the whole year. And I have a very simple training program on how to do this and how to create a sales funnel, lead generation of the best quality of clients that you can take advantage of right now. So if you want, you can join that. I'll post a link in the comments in just a second. If someone can, if you're listening right now, just type in RebeccaMountain.ca/ignite. That would be fantastic. I'd really appreciate that. But it's where you can get this training right away if you want. It's totally up to you guys. So figure out what your main words are. So again, depends on not only what you do, but what are some of the words that people use when they're thinking of using you. And another way of looking at it is think about what kind of searches and what mindset people are in once they are 30 to 60 days out of making a decision. What are they doing? What are they thinking? What are they searching? When you understand what they're doing in that time frame and position your content to address the concerns they're having in that 30 to 60 day period, you're going to be able to bring them in. Your message will absolutely resonate. They'll come into your sales funnel. You can then have great conversations with them, build a relationship, and hopefully close the sale as well. So I hope you guys have found this helpful. Again, if you know anyone who's struggling with video marketing, fire this in their direction. They might get something out of it that maybe they didn't know about before. Maybe there's a system here you haven't heard about. If you have any questions, by all means, post comments. You can send me a private message. I answer absolutely everything as quickly as I can. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm off to do some coaching. I hope you be successful. And if there's ever any kind of video you want me to do, any kind of topic you want me to cover, just let me know. All right? Take care, guys. Peace.